Did you know that only 1% of the ocean floor is covered by coral reefs, yet they support 1/4 of the world's marine life? Imagine diving into the crystal clear waters of the ocean. The cool sensation surrounds you, sunlight piercing through the water, casting beams that illuminate vibrant coral reefs. This is a breathtaking scene, where marine creatures swim freely in a vast, serene environment. And among all this, coral reefs are like the rainforests beneath the sea, not only stunningly beautiful but also incredibly important for the life of the ocean and humanity. However, not everyone understands the importance of these coral reefs. Did you know that coral reefs occupy less than 1% of the ocean floor yet support about 25% of all marine species on the planet? Although they cover only a small fraction of the ocean, coral reefs play a crucial role in maintaining life and protecting marine environments. They act as a diverse and thriving ecosystem, providing habitat, shelter, and breeding grounds for countless marine creatures. Coral reefs are structures made of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, created by tiny marine animals called coral polyps. These polyps have branches that resemble trees and grow in clusters over time. One of the most fascinating aspects of coral is that it has a symbiotic relationship with zooxanthellae, tiny algae that live within the coral tissue. These algae perform photosynthesis, providing energy to the coral, which in turn helps build its calcium carbonate skeleton. This relationship is the reason coral reefs require warm, clear, and sunlit waters to thrive. There are different types of coral reefs, each with unique features. Famous examples include the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, or the Belize Barrier Reef in the Caribbean, each with its own distinct characteristics. Some reefs feature small coral species, while others form complex systems supporting a variety of life. Coral reefs are often referred to as the rainforests of the sea. While they may cover a small area, their role in marine ecosystems is monumental. Coral reefs provide the ideal environment for thousands of marine species, from small fish, shrimp, and crabs, to larger animals like sharks and whales. With their complex structure and numerous nooks, coral reefs offer shelter for marine creatures from predators. Coral reefs play a critical role in protecting coastlines from large waves and storms. They act as a buffer, reducing the impact of waves and preventing shoreline erosion. In recent years, coastal communities have noticed a dramatic change in their environment when coral reefs were destroyed. Additionally, coral reefs provide livelihoods for millions of people who depend on them for food and income. Many coastal communities worldwide rely on coral reefs to sustain their livelihoods, with fishing in reef areas providing food and income. Furthermore, coral reefs are a major tourist attraction, drawing millions of tourists every year, contributing significantly to the economy. Coral reefs are essential to maintaining marine biodiversity. They provide food for many marine species and create the conditions for the natural marine food chain to thrive. If coral reefs were lost, the entire marine ecosystem would collapse, leading to a significant loss in biodiversity. Coral reefs also help regulate the Earth's carbon cycle. By hosting photosynthetic algae, they help reduce the amount of carbon dioxide, CO2, in the oceans. This plays a vital role in controlling global CO2 levels and mitigating climate change. One of the most impressive features of coral reefs is their biodiversity. In a small area of coral reef, you can find thousands of species of animals and plants. Fish that live in coral crevices, species like starfish, snails, and urchins, all create a vibrant and colorful underwater landscape. Species such as fish play an essential role in maintaining the health of coral reefs. They help remove harmful organisms like algae or bacteria that could damage the coral. Additionally, other creatures like shrimp and crabs keep the reef environment clean, helping maintain a healthy ecosystem. Every species in the reef has a unique function, from providing food for other species to maintaining the stability of the ecosystem. Even a small imbalance in the food chain can have devastating consequences for the coral reef ecosystem. Coral reefs are not only ecologically valuable but also economically significant. Every year, the ocean tourism industry, particularly scuba diving and snorkeling, generates billions of dollars for countries with coral reefs. Additionally, fishing in coral reef areas remains a vital income source for millions of fishermen worldwide. Coral reefs also contribute economically by providing materials like coral skeletons, used in cosmetics and jewelry, and various marine products. Without coral reefs, the economies of many coastal nations could suffer immensely. Coral reefs are an integral part of the ocean ecosystem. They play a crucial role in protecting marine life, safeguarding coastlines, and providing economic benefits to humans. However, with increasing threats from climate change, pollution, and unsustainable human activities, coral reefs face the risk of extinction. Protecting and restoring coral reefs is not only the responsibility of scientists but of all of us who love the oceans. Underscore 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 underscore. Part 2. The risk of extinction. Coral reefs are slowly dying. While coral reefs are one of the most diverse and rich ecosystems on the planet, they are facing a serious crisis. In just a few decades, the world has lost over 50% of its coral reefs. This reality is becoming a threat not only to marine species but also to the livelihoods of millions of people living along coastlines. So, what is causing coral reefs to face the threat of extinction? Let's dive deeper into the factors pushing coral reefs toward the brink of destruction. Climate change is one of the primary drivers of coral reef decline. The increase in ocean temperatures is one of the key reasons for coral bleaching. Coral bleaching occurs when ocean temperatures rise too high, causing the symbiotic algae, zooxanthellae, that live within the coral to die. These algae are essential for coral growth and survival, providing energy to the coral through photosynthesis. Without them, the coral weakens, making it more vulnerable to disease and death. Not only does this cause coral to lose their vibrant colors, but it also impedes the growth of coral reefs, and if ocean temperatures don't decrease in time, the reefs can eventually die, leading to the collapse of the entire surrounding ecosystem. Another significant threat to coral reefs is ocean pollution. Pollutants such as plastics, oil, chemicals, and pesticides from land runoff are pouring into the oceans and severely affecting coral health. Plastic pollution is one of the direct harmful factors. Floating plastic debris can clog the crevices of coral reefs, reducing the ability of algae to photosynthesize, which in turn weakens the coral. Additionally, plastics contain harmful chemicals that can infiltrate marine organisms, affecting the survival and growth of the entire ecosystem. Moreover, agricultural chemicals like fertilizers and pesticides also contribute to ocean pollution. These chemicals promote the growth of algae, which forms a thick layer over corals, blocking sunlight and depriving the coral of nutrients, ultimately leading to their death. Ocean acidification is an increasingly serious issue as carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere dissolves into seawater, lowering the water's pH. This directly impacts the ability of corals to build their calcium carbonate skeletons. Corals use calcium carbonate, CaCO3, to form their hard skeletons, and when ocean water becomes more acidic, this process becomes more difficult. This prevents coral from building their skeletons properly, making them more fragile and prone to damage. As a result, the survival of the entire marine ecosystem is at risk. Beyond environmental factors, unsustainable fishing and unregulated tourism also contribute to the destruction of coral reefs. Destructive fishing methods, such as blast fishing, cyanide fishing, or using nets, can rapidly damage coral reefs. When corals are destroyed, the surrounding marine ecosystem also suffers greatly. Additionally, the tourism industry, although hugely beneficial to economies, can harm coral reefs if not managed properly. Activities like tourists stepping on corals, anchoring boats near reefs, or littering in the ocean all cause significant harm to the reefs. Some tourism areas even harvest coral for souvenirs, which adds to the problem. One of the reasons coral reefs struggle to recover is that they take a long time to regenerate. A coral reef may take anywhere from 10 to 30 years to fully recover after being damaged, and during this time, external pressures like changing water temperature, pH levels, or pollution continue to hinder recovery. Coral reefs cannot recover quickly if environmental factors continue to deteriorate. This highlights the need for long-term protection and intervention to preserve these fragile ecosystems. As we can see, coral reefs face a series of serious threats from climate change, pollution, overfishing, and unsustainable tourism. These factors are causing coral reefs to slowly. What can we do? While the threats facing coral reefs are severe, all is not lost. Coral reefs can still recover if we take action in time. Scientists and conservation organizations around the world are tirelessly working to save these invaluable ecosystems, and you, the reader, can also play a crucial role in shaping the future of the ocean. Through advanced technology, smart conservation strategies, and a change in our everyday habits, we can help protect and restore coral reefs before it's too late. One of the most important aspects of protecting coral reefs is applying advanced technology and scientific measures to restore damaged coral reefs. Scientists are exploring many different methods to regenerate and revive coral reefs. One notable method is coral farming through biotechnology. Scientists have found ways to grow coral in underwater nurseries, then transplant it to damaged areas. These coral fragments are nurtured in safe environments before being placed back in natural reefs. This approach not only helps restore coral but also encourages the growth of a healthy marine ecosystem. Restored areas can support the growth of other marine species like fish, shrimp, and small marine animals. Another remarkable innovation is using 3D printing technology to create artificial coral reefs. Scientists have used this technology to build coral models using sustainable materials like limestone, which help foster the growth of marine species in bleached areas. These artificial structures not only help restore coral reefs but also alleviate the harmful impact of human activities on natural coral reefs. Notable examples of 3D printed coral reefs can be found in Barbados and Australia, where these models have contributed to the revival of marine ecosystems. New technologies like satellite data, underwater sensors, and climate forecasting are helping scientists monitor coral reef conditions and assess the impact of climate change on them. With these monitoring tools, organizations can respond quickly and accurately when changes in temperature or pollution occur. One of the most straightforward but effective ways to protect coral reefs is by establishing marine protected areas. These areas limit harmful activities, such as overfishing, and help shield coral reefs from human impacts. In many countries, marine protected areas have proven successful in restoring marine ecosystems. Large protected zones, such as the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, have shown significant improvements in coral reef health following the implementation of strict protective measures. By strengthening conservation policies and sustainable management of coral reef zones, we can protect both the environment and the livelihoods of coastal communities that rely on marine resources. Another key element in protecting coral reefs is reducing pollution. Many governments and international organizations are working on strategies to minimize plastic waste, chemical pollution, and industrial runoff. Governments and conservation groups are focusing on improving waste management, reducing plastic use, and encouraging recycling to protect the oceans from pollution. Moreover, sustainable tourism management plays a crucial role. Ocean tourism generates significant economic value but can harm coral reefs if not properly regulated. Activities like scuba diving, water sports, and sightseeing can damage coral reefs if tourists do not follow protective guidelines. Some regions have implemented measures such as limiting tourist numbers, regulating boat activities, and banning harmful practices to safeguard coral reefs. While organizations and governments are working hard to protect coral reefs, every individual can also play a huge role in protecting the ocean and coral reefs. Some simple actions you can take include reducing plastic use, avoiding single-use plastics, using reef-safe sunscreen, supporting marine conservation organizations, and spreading awareness by educating family and friends about coral reefs and how to protect them. Although coral reefs face significant challenges, there is still hope. With the advancement of science and technology, global cooperation, and individual action, we can reverse the decline of coral reefs. Let's take action today to protect these rainforests of the sea, for the oceans, for future generations, and for ourselves.